Hey guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to be ranking all bosses from Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury from easiest to hardest. The only rule is that I'm going to be counting every boss by their hardest variant. So bosses like Pom Pom, for example, have multiple variants, but I will only be counting the hardest one just for this ranking. This entire ranking is my personal opinion. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Number 10, Pom Pom. Pom Pom will start the fight by summoning 6 clones. It's really easy to tell which one's the real Pom Pom, and it's very easy to just do damage to Pom Pom. After you hit Pom Pom the first time, she will split into 8 clones. After you hit Pom Pom the second time, she'll split into 10 clones. Pom Pom will then throw out the shurikens, and they are really easy to dodge. All you really have to do is just jump over them. What's even worse is that if you jump on a shuriken, it will give you a little bit of height. It isn't too useful, but it's really funny. Overall, Pom Pom can be beaten very easily without power-ups. She's even easier than Cleavor, for example. Number 9, Prince Bully. The goal of this fight is to push Prince Bully into the pipes. Once you do this, he will turn into a can, and when he gets out of the pipes, you can kick him. This will do damage to Prince Bully. If you don't hit Prince Bully fast enough, he'll shoot 4 fireballs at you. These are very easy to dodge. The main reason why Prince Bully is so easy is that he can't do contact damage with you, and because of that, it's very hard to actually get damaged by Prince Bully. Overall, this fight is insanely easy. Number 8, King Ka-Thunk. King Ka-Thunk will fall down. Jump on his X and you'll do some damage to him. After you hit him the first and second time, parts of the arena will fall down. It's not too big of a deal. Overall, King Ka-Thunk is really simple, and you shouldn't have too much trouble beating him at all. Number 7, Boom Boom. Boom Boom's main attack is spinning. This is really easy to dodge, and you can easily jump over Boom Boom and damage him this way. After this, Boom Boom will turn into a shell. This is very easy to dodge and even easier with a cat suit and the Tanuki suit. After you hit him once, he'll spawn 1 shell. The second time you hit him, 2 shells will spawn. These shells will spin around with Boom Boom. These can collide with the walls in Boom Boom. They're not too hard to dodge, but they can be a little tricky for new players. While Boom Boom is still very easy, it's very weird to think that there are bosses that are easier than Boom Boom. Number 6, the Hisstrocrats. King and Queen Hisstrocrat will spawn snakes. These snakes can either have a plate that breaks as soon as you step on it, or no plates. On some of these plates, cat bells can spawn, so if you play it right and long enough, you can have infinite power-ups in this fight. After some time, the Hisstrocrats will shoot fireballs, making the plates disappear and making the snakes go back into the ground. This can be a little hard to dodge, but it's not too bad. To do damage, you must jump on the Hisstrocrats' heads. After one of the Hisstrocrats are damaged, they will go into the ground and shoot a bunch of fireballs. These are easy enough to dodge, but can be a little tricky if you don't know where you are going. The main reason why this is so easy is because if you do a ground pound jump and a dive, or a spin jump and a dive, you can get up to the Hisstrocrats without having to climb. This can easily cheese the fight. But normally, this fight isn't that bad either. Number 5, Motley Bossblob. Motley Bossblob will start the fight by spawning 3 shockwaves. The shockwaves are pretty easy to dodge, but they can be a little tricky if you don't know where they are. After the stomps, the blobs and Motley will separate. The blobs follow Mario while Motley runs away, so you can easily bait out the blobs and hit Motley. After the first time you hit him, he'll do 5 stomps instead of 3. After the second time you hit him, he'll do 7 stomps instead of 5. Motley Bossblob can't be cheesed, but it's still very easy with the right power-ups. Number 4, Boss Brolder. Boss Brolder will spawn 3 regular Brolders and 2 Splorshes. They will all follow you. Boss Brolder will spin around when he takes damage. It isn't too hard to dodge, but there are a lot of meteors, and combined with everything else, it can be a bit tricky. Boss Brolder isn't hard by any means, but he's not a cakewalk. Number 3, Meowser. The fight is mainly an auto-scroller. It shouldn't be too hard to dodge his attacks, but it can be a little tricky if you don't know where Meowser is. To move on to the second phase, you want to fight Meowser. Meowser will shoot fireballs in waves. They do come fast, but they shouldn't be too tricky to dodge if you know where they're going to be. For the second phase, you will have to go through an auto-scroller again. It is harder, but it's still pretty easy. Watch where the Meowsers are, and you'll be fine. After this, you'll go to a part with stairs. You have to run pretty fast or else you'll die by falling. There will be a bunch of Meowsers shooting fireballs. Make sure to take out the power block fast or you'll be in a lot of trouble. This is the last boss on this list that I would say is really easy. Number 2, Bowser. Bowser can shoot fireballs. When they hit the ground, they'll create a little puddle. This can do damage if you stand on it. When Bowser throws the soccer balls, make sure to kick them back before they turn red. This is how you damage Bowser in this fight. Sometimes spikes will appear. They aren't too hard to avoid, but they do limit your movement. When there is a gap, lava pillars will spawn. You can either go through them and take damage, or wait for them to disappear. When lava pillars spawn, there could be a grate under it as well, and these will further limit your movement. The main reason why this fight is so high up is because it can last several minutes without the right power-up. When you hit a ball with a cat suit, it will hit Bowser directly. This can skip a phase if you know how to use it really well. The fight isn't hard, but it can take a while. I'm going to be covering the 100 Cat Shines Fury Bowser, so if you care about spoilers, come back, get 100 Shines, and beat the boss, and then you can come back to here. But if you don't care about spoilers, then let's cover the hardest boss in this game. Number 1, Fury Bowser. Bowser will shoot spikes out of his shell. These spikes will hit the ground, and you can even pick them up to do damage to Bowser. When Bowser uses a shockwave attack, he will use it 3 times. Bowser will shoot out fireballs and soccer balls. Hit the soccer balls back at Bowser, and Bowser will be stunned. Bowser will spin in a shell. He will try to attack you, but if you attack him too early, sometimes he will jump over your attack. Bowser will shoot a giant fire beam. It won't just try to hit you once, it will try to hit you several times. To damage Bowser, you want to ground pound him when he looks like this. With the spikes and soccer balls, this is even easier, but it can be a little tricky with some attacks. This fight can be a little tricky, but it's not too bad once you learn it. But with all final bosses, this one has a second phase. For the duration of this entire fight, you have to ride Plessy. Bowser will shoot 3 fireballs. These will increase as the fight goes on, even going to more than 5 fireballs at once. Bowser will shoot a big fire beam. It can be really tricky to see up close. Bowser's shell will shoot out a bunch of spikes. You are going to have to be really careful while dodging these because there are a lot of them, and they can especially hit you if you don't know where they are. When both of these attacks are chained together, they can be very, very deadly. And these attacks will happen even more as the fight goes on, so this string of attacks gets even harder to deal with. When you are on this part of the map, Bowser will shoot 4 fireballs. I prefer to stay in the middle, but go with however you do it. If you don't attack him in time, he will do an attack like this. It's very hard to not get hit during this, but it's a free hit. When on this part of the map or during his final attack, he will do this. It is very hard to dodge and very hard to avoid, so you are probably going to get hit. I recommend damage boosting through it. This fight is hard, but nowhere near impossible. And that is the boss ranking. Thank you guys very much for watching the video and for the recent support. I will try to make another video this year, but if it's in 2023, you know why.